Chapter 14. The Bargain. Zeke sat in the darkness of his cell, replaying the last few hours over and over in his head. His thoughts were a tangled mess of anger, betrayal, and regret. Kara had sold him out. Dylan had won. But something didn't add up. Why would Kara lead him to a trap after everything they'd been through? She wasn't heartless, cold and pragmatic maybe, but not entirely without conscience. He clenched his fists, thinking of the moment when Kara had shot Rourke. It hadn't felt right. It had been too clean, too calculated. There had to be more to the story. She wasn't just another pawn in Delan's game. Before Zeke could piece together his thoughts, the door to his cell slid open. He looked up, expecting more guards, but instead, Kara stepped inside. Her face was drawn, her eyes weary. She stood silently for a moment, just looking at him, before finally speaking. "You need to listen to me, Zeke," she said softly. Zeke's blood boiled at the sight of her. "You betrayed me." Kara flinched, but didn't look away. "I did what I had to do to keep you alive." "Alive?" Zeke spat. "You handed me over to Delan. You played me this whole time."
Kara's jaw tightened. "You think I wanted this? You think I didn't try to find another way? Delan had us under surveillance for weeks. He knew everything. If I hadn't led you into that trap, he would have killed both of us. I didn't have a choice." Zeke glared at her, his chest heaving with frustration. "So now you're working for him? You're just another one of his pawns?"
Kara's eyes flashed with anger. "I'm not a pawn, Zeke. I'm trying to survive, just like you. But we don't have time for this." She stepped closer, her voice lowering. "I've got a plan, a way to take Delan down from the inside." Zeke's eyes narrowed. "Why should I trust you?" Kara hesitated, her gaze dropping to the floor. "Because I'm risking everything. If Delan finds out what I'm doing, I'm dead. But I need your help, Zeke. We can still win this." Zeke studied her face, looking for any sign of deception. There was something different in her eyes now, something that hadn't been there before. Fear, maybe, or desperation.
"What's the plan?" Zeke asked cautiously.
Kara glanced toward the door, as if expecting someone to barge in at any moment. "There's a shipment of weapons coming into Skyhold tonight, high-grade tech, powerful enough to level half the city. Delan's going to use it to crush the rebellion once and for all. But if we can intercept it, we can turn it against him." Zeke's heart pounded. "And how do you plan to pull that off?" Kara's lips pressed into a thin line. "Delan trusts me. He doesn't suspect I'm working against him yet. I can get us access to the shipment, but we'll need to move fast. If we don't stop him now, he'll destroy everything." Zeke sat in silence for a moment, weighing his options. He didn't fully trust Kara, but the stakes were too high to ignore. Delan was poised to wipe out the rebellion, and if Kara was telling the truth, this could be their only chance to stop him. "All right," Zeke said finally. "I'll help you. But if you cross me again—" "I won't," Kara interrupted, her voice steady. "This time, we're in this together." Zeke nodded, though doubt still lingered in the back of his mind. Kara had betrayed him once, and there was no guarantee she wouldn't do it again. But for now, they had a common enemy, and that would have to be enough.